They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points. When
they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. The 40. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano set to
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's at the 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 8.
Set, hut, 45, white. Tight end right, tight end right. Four there,
Throwing
ultra, go ultra.
is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Here we go. 60, Pittsburgh. Coming to you. 25, check 25, check 25.
On first down, it's Cooper. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Charlie. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From midfield, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Flushed out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
First and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hooks where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
16-yard.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Taken down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin first down.
23-yard.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14. Dolphins 7.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Being chased out left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
You got nothing. 52's the mic, boy.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is Geis. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st down, Broncos.
They'll run on 1st down. Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd down, it's Cooper. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down. On
3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, it's Cooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Down at the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Locke. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Dolphins 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Locke. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cooper. The 30, past the 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions have already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a 3rd. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 49-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
Tua now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Geis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Broncos 28, Dolphins 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On first down, Locke. Looking sideline, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Locke will try again on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Justin Simmons.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Sliding out of the pocket. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Jackson on the coverage.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Cooper. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down, Denver.
Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man is Ross, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. That catch good for only a couple. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, this is Geis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nice. They'll try to run it. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cooper. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now to the air, Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So for Denver, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year.